Battery's going out. This is going to be quick.
Good.
Say hello, folks.
Hi, Joe. We're trying to order. It's difficult. Okay.
Make people dizzy when they look at it.
You look like a businesswoman already. Oh my.
You can't even cook a vegetable. You can't even wash a vegetable. Well, we can wash the vegetables. We call them Margaret. We just keep on clean all the things and put all the water on the plants. Some people will then do what you're doing with the sinks, catch all the gray water. It's not biodegradable soap, and then you can exchange the gray water. So how many people would that?
Yeah, it's still not going to be any great shape.
Then it's happened in several districts around, but it's just because the water minister speaks down.
Trying to instill life in us. We've been standing still for too long.
And now a few words from our resident alien.
Because they missed 2 nights of studying
Why are you hiding? No way. It's a magnet. We could get a magnet.
You're on.
You've always resented that, haven't you?
I don't want to be here.
Now's your chance to tell everyone.
That's the thing. All right, public. Are you ready? Yes. First lesson is, this is my name. Senora Tello. This is your first lesson in pronunciation of Spanish. The double L. Okay, I'm actually in school.
You have to speak up.
Speak up, yes. Margie. Up. I have just decided 2 years ago to go back to college after 30 years. They tell me that people who do this should have their heads examined, and then they should spread it around because other people should do the same. I don't know if I can do that.
So what are you studying and when are you graduating?
I am supposed to be taking comps in October, which means that if I pass them, which at this point is I should graduate in December. Don't ask me what I'm going to do then, because I have reached the stage in my life where you don't make decisions anymore. You kind of wait to see what happens. So, okay, Rob. Speak up, Rob.
I'm going to school.
This is not a rerun.
Yeah?
It's genetic.
Right. Exactly.
Not inherited.
So,
but
that's about it.
What he's studying, where are you going? We all know he's going.
We all know where he's going.
Where's he going?
Where's he going? Where's he going?
Boulder.
Right, there
Oh,
you go.
school.
Let's go Boulder.
Thought you meant his destination.
Oh,
Destination. No, we don't know that.
ask his
We just
brother,
go in Boulder.
the alien. Well, what are you studying?
What are your intentions?
Ah, there is the rub. I don't know. I don't have very many intentions.
You're too
Catching-
young not to make decisions.
Right. I'm too young not to make decisions.
So you have to decide.
I catch tigers in red weather. That's what I do.
In red weather?
Oh yeah.
It's a Wallace Stevens.
Dream of periwinkle and baboons.
I can see this going to be.
Next.
He's going to be a physicist.
Right.
What are you going to be when you grow up?
I don't know yet. I'm still thinking.
I don't know yet either. Why
think
should you
she
have
has
to
roles.
decide?
Right.
Whenever you're ready, just point at your brother.
He was ready 2 minutes ago.
Right.
Alien A79. Reporting. I have landed in Omaha 3 days ago. I have met many living fossils.
They've got a collection of them there now. 24th and California's over.
Oh God. So far, the life on this planet is really alien. I will be staying in Omaha for a year. I'll be teaching physical science. I'll be living with Jesuits there, and
That's too bad.
I'll be applying for the novitiate within this year. And if I'm accepted, I'll start the novitiate at St. Paul next year.
So what have you been doing the last year or so?
Last year I have been working on the farm.
Where?
It's called the Land Program in Bethlehem, Connecticut, at the Abbey of Regina Laudis. And it's been a great experience. I love my cows love me. Nanu nanu.
Okay, Nano, you're on.
Well,
Welcome to United Airlines.
we have tags on your
Don't stand up because I can't see your face with the white background. You gotta sit down.
Like, silence. This way. Turn.
Or Jesse. Yeah.
I just got a job with United Express, which is a commuter airline for United Airlines. I'm working a ramp agent right now. Hope to be moving up to a gate agent in 3 months, and hope to be a supervisor in a year or 2. No, it won't be long though. I just finished my college degrees in May. Music performance and Spanish literature.
Wow.
And I'm living in Seattle. And anybody that wants to pass to Seattle, call me.
Sounds good. So you can really get passes?
Yeah.
So you'll be flying in to see all of us at various times this year?
Right.
You can just get passes to Seattle, or you can get passes
No, I
everywhere?
can get passes anywhere.
Really?
Paris?
Oh, that's
Wow.
good.
Oh.
This is
Oh.
When are we going to?
I thought New Zealand.
They keep her working all the time.
Right.
Hey Steve, you can get passes to New Zealand.
Oh, they are.
What? I'm studying occupational therapy in Colorado State University in Fort Collins. My mom's my good old-fashioned roommate. I've been a camp counselor for 2 months now, and I'll be finishing in 2 weeks. And I'm having a good time. What else can I say? I've got 2 more years and 6 months of internship, and I'll be done. And I want to work with Down syndrome kids.
I'm on now.
You're on now.
Okay. Since I've got 5 of the 8 children here now, and Christopher will arrive soon, they're going to have to tell you what they're doing. The 2 that aren't here are Benoit, who's going to college in Los Angeles, a 5-year program working on a Bachelor of Arts degree and an engineering degree at Caltech, and Philip, who just this January dropped out of medical school, and he's now a sales representative trainee for champagne, wine, and luxury foods, and is learning and is doing well. We're still living in Saint-Thierry, France, where we've now been for 8 years or 9 years, I guess now. We now have our house in Saint-Thierry for sale, seriously, so I think that will happen within the next year. Business is the same as it's been, which is selling U.S. spec motorcycles to soldiers in Germany and loaning them money to buy their motorcycles with. I think in life and in marriage, it's a time where we're sort of changing gears as children grow up a little more, finding out how different we are and that we have to make some changes in our relationship and our perspective for each other.
Just celebrated your 25th anniversary.
Just celebrated our 25th anniversary.
You're doing pretty good. You're just changing gears, not grinding gears.
We do a lot of grinding too. Lose some deer teeth once in a while. Seize them up. And I guess that's all. And maybe go around to the Masek children. The French Masek children.
About my brother, so I haven't got that much to say anymore. But I just graduated from high school in France.
Magna cum laude.
And so next year I'll be going to the kind of literary prep school in Paris. So I'll mainly study philosophy and all the other all languages like French, English, and German. And well, that's all.
So what's your intentions?
My intentions are not to keep on with that school after, but rather to go to political science in Paris or in the States, go to college here or in France somewhere.
And eventually...
That was the aspiration.
Oh.
That's all I heard.
Oh.
All right.
I don't know, and eventually international relations or diplomat or something.
You got a good start. A lot of international relations. Who's next?
Pascal.
Yeah, can I do my speech in French?
No way.
I'm a junior in high school. Just changing from private school to public school, hoping to try to be a doctor later. And, do as less work as possible. So,
Little work.
Tell us about your summer.
well, I came to some place called Gering, Scottsbluff in Nebraska, which is a country of the United States. I broke my collarbone, so I didn't have to work too much on the farm. Had good fun with my wild little cousins, Jason and Josh, and spent quite a long time with my grandparents, so it was nice.
You're on.
You're speaking French?
It's got to be a little louder than that.
Doing fast. Jason and Josh, and my sister.
And the horses?
The horses and the dogs.
So what year are you in school?
Natalie.
What?
Tell how old you are. 12.
And what year in school?
Chinois. Bien.
Tell them who wins when you play dominoes.
Just say whoever loses, it's okay.
Okay, that's fine. Bruno, you ready?
What should I say?
Just what's going on with you?
What you doing? What grade you are? Yeah. Sounds good.
I'm in cinquième in Reims to a school called Université.
It's fine.
How old are you? 13 and a half.
What's your favorite subject? What do you like to study?
Leaving school.
Be doctor in acupuncture. Jason, open it up.
I'm not going there.
She's already trained. Yes, no.
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm 13.
Where do you go to school? What grade are you in?
I'm going to school at Le Chinois. It's a school near Paris. I have a lot of English. And I'm happy to be here.
And you've been doing a lot of taking care of younger children while you've been here. You're good at that, yes?
Yeah. No.
The truth comes out.
And what do you want to study? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Children.
Surgeons.
Yeah. I don't know how to
All right.
Natalie didn't tell what she wanted to be when she grew up. I don't know. Okay.
Come here, little me.
No, you did that all by yourself. Ah,
Come here, Josh.
well.
Come here, Josh.
What am I going to be when I grow up?
How old are you? Where do you go to school?
What grade are you in? when I grow up, I'm going to be a gardener. I've been putting in a new garden this year, and that's real exciting. Let's see. We're still at Wellspring, as we always will be. We've just gotten approval for an expansion, but we're kind of dragging our feet about in which direction we want to do that. Mostly feeling that our hands are very full right now. I've been working on the proposal for a book. Mostly it's a fantasy because I don't really have time to write, but we have gotten some feedback, saying that it's a good idea anyway, and encouragement to go forward. But time is always the difficult thing. Spend most of my time working as a psychotherapist, both at Wellspring and in private practice. What would the book be on? The book is on my relationship with a particular patient who's a severely disturbed young woman who was abused as a child and spent her life mostly in institutions. And just the relationship that's evolved with her. She doesn't have any family left anymore, and I'm kind of the only family she's got now. I've become her legal guardian. But she's a very violent person, and she's a very beautiful person too, but she does have these violent outbursts where she really does hurt people. So she's confined still in an institution where she's not getting any treatment. She's too violent for being in Wellspring, so I'm right now in the dilemma of how to get her somewhere where she can both be safe and so can everybody else, and she can actually get treatment. The book is about our relationship, about her history, her childhood. Now you can ask Richard. He just had a birthday. Ask him which birthday.
Oh, man.
Magna cum laude.
Well, I'm 50 years old now. Semi-centurion, as Sandra says.
Just semi.
Let's see. Phyllis has brought you up to date on Wellspring, which continues to expand and I hope stabilize. But I think the main problems we deal with is how to keep it very responsive as a treatment center, while at the same time having to deal with much more complex institutional and organizational structures to make it run and be able to respond to a greater number of people. One of the important things about this certificate of need that we just accomplished is that we can expand into daycare and partial care clinic work in addition to the residential program, and that will give us a lot more flexibility to deal with a wider range of people who need aftercare and need a continuity of treatment at lesser cost. I think as far as my work goes, I'm still working in New York. I go in for roughly 15 hours of private practice work in the city, and still am doing that. Partly because it's lucrative, and it's fun. I like to do the private practice with people who aren't so sick. That is particularly satisfying as a Jungian therapist working with dreams and approaches that you can't utilize so readily at Wellspring. I'm also intending to write a book. I have one mapped out to work. It's really a book for males, for men, and it's related to a title. The title I have for it so far comes out of working with some women in my private practice, particularly, as a particular anguish of women about their relationships with men, and it's a book really for men about that. I've had much time to do it, and so I'm looking for some opportunity to do that. I think one of the major things that's opened up to Phyllis and myself this last year is that the assistant to the Archbishop in the diocese approached Phyllis about doing a proposal for a personal growth and development project for priests in the Archdiocese. And it's something that we thought of doing really, I think, for the last 10 years. But now the opportunity seems to be there. We've submitted the proposal, now it has to be passed through committees and finance, this and that, and whatever. But that may start in September. We're hoping they'll put it off for a year. Because it will be a big load to take on. Not just time-wise, but psychologically. Yes, it's 5 years ago. Phyllis and I are grandparents. We have 2 grandchildren, one 3 years old and one now 1 year old.
Could you specify whose children? You never said.
Yeah, right. There's something she's not.
There's some question about who's brother.
They're not mine.
So,
Joe.
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Brett and Eric's.
Brett and Eric.
Just spent a year mostly working on the land and working on a farm. I've been working in a dairy, and I'm real interested in dairying, I guess. My cows like me too.
So do they have daring do there?
Pardon?
Daring do.
But I'm thinking about maybe going back to vet school, and I would either be interested in being a cow vet or in working some way in international agriculture, in dairy, dairying in other countries. But that's all in the future. I got some time to go these ways.
You know Baxter Black?
No.
He's a veterinarian poet. He's
Somehow I'm not sure I believe it. And I have a little brother.
Well, I've spent the last 5 years trying to make myself not so little in some ways and littler in others. Let's see what to say. Right now, I'm working as a carpenter at Wellspring, and I have a wonderful boss who teaches me all about life and carpentry. And I'm doing a lot of swimming. I'm swimming about 6 months a year and doing training otherwise for the rest of the year in terms of weights and running and stuff like that.
Say how old you are and what year you're going to be.
I'm 16, soon to be 17. I will be going into my senior year of high school in September, which I hope will be a lot of fun. And in about a month or a month and a half, I'm going to have to start applying to any colleges which I might wish to attend in the following year.
Such
On the
as?
other hand, I may wish to not attend them and just kind of avoid the whole thing, but so I'll be doing that. And I'm also, like my cousin Nicholas, I would like to go into international relations or international affairs and diplomacy. And consequently, I'm looking at Georgetown as one of the major schools because of their School of Foreign Service. So that's one of my big choices, along with a whole slew of other schools that I'm interested in. So that's mainly the big things that are happening in my life, is making those decisions, and I will pass it on to the next family.
Next family.
Well, my name's Anne. I'm married to this guy. His name is Steve. I'm a half-time gardener, half-time nurse practitioner. It's hard being a gardener when we have very little water. It's in Lake County now, but where I garden, which is our church sanctuary, has lots of water. We belong to a community. Our teacher is Dr. John. We've been together 15 years. Long time now. We lived in the same place for 11 years. We We do. We haven't done yet.
I worry.
When I grow up, I don't want to.
Sorry about
Fully aligned. I want to be fully enlightened. Okay. I wouldn't even single on front of me. I'm getting too old. But I will do Junior Birdman. Do it. It should be on film for posterity. Absolutely.
The whole thing.
Yeah, Junior Birdman. Yeah, upside down.
Keep going.
Yeah, Junior Birdman. Keep your eyes upon the ground. When you hear the engines roaring and you see the wings of tin, then you know the Junior Birdmen have turned their box tops in. It just takes 4 box tops and 6 bottle bottoms. Junior Birdmen, synchronize your watches. Meow.
That's my sister.
Oh, do it, come on.
Yes, yes. More. I can find this.
We agreed there were no musical performances.
Wasn't there one about?
Oh,
Yeah, right. Steve, it's going to be hard to follow that act.
I have no intentions of following that.
I've embarrassed him now for 11 years.
I'll take these off so you can see what's going on back here.
Well,
Well, I have the pleasure of living with an extreme but wonderful woman who has both sustained me and kept me alive in my physical, human, and spiritual practice for the last 14 years. Let me make sure that it seems longer. And we try to live a relatively quiet life in California. Sometimes quiet, sometimes not. And
Take the phone off the hook.
we take the phone off the hook at night so we won't be interrupted during dinner. The thing's 24 hours a day.
Now we know. The answering machine is always on.
And the last several years, I think since we last faced your tape machine, I've been managing various pieces of church property in California and other places. In the last year or so, I've established a computer export business to New Zealand and Australia, principally New Zealand, as a means of supporting myself in some of our church efforts. And, most of those things take up a lot of time, but I enjoy it. We have a wonderful daughter who seems to have disappeared, who has a yellow cast and a broken arm.
Kukui, come here.
Come on, guys.
Hey, Kukui, it's your turn.
Kukui? She could care less.
Go sit by your dad for a minute and be on the cameras.
It really isn't on.
Yeah,
She's not on.
it's as bad as me taking pictures of you at home. You know how?
How old are you,
Yeah.
Kukui?
How old are you?
She's 3.5. She's 4.
2. 1.
16.
She's reluctant,
Last
but,
time.
but she's 6.5 years old, and she just broke her arm in gymnastics class. And she prefers yellow cast, although I think we're gonna. What color are we gonna trade this for? Aquamarine.
After we get back to California, she gets aquamarine cast. And she has a beautiful dress from Hawaii. Who gave you that dress? But Suki doesn't. Where does Suki live?
invest us into the family. And I'm very happy to be here. 5 years shows that everyone not only gets older, but generally more relaxed and beautiful. And even though it's not my native family, I'm very happy to be part of this extended family.
Bravo! Still last time we were all like this. Hey, there you got a pro. Okay,
I can
okay,
do this.
great. Uh-huh.
I think.
Put him on the spot here.
Turning, there's that. Where's the on and off green lights on this recording? And white.
I don't have to mess with that.
Okay. Are we starting with you or me? What else? That's it. It's nothing. No, golf carts are just starting, so we don't know if they're going to make any money or not. Kawasaki business is still going strong. Making good money there, and the marine business, boats and motors. And we just got out of the snowmobile business, so we're looking for some things to make up for that volume and profit.
Look at George with the camera, Daddy.
Hey, watch out, dude.
Look at George.
Tell this guy's level boy turn short.
Look at George with the camera.
Bring it back live. Joel,
How's that?
is he going to feel funny 5 years from now?
This is disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah, well, you're up.
Oh. Well, I am still a domestic technician. And I spend the majority of my time chasing around these two, as you probably guessed. But I have become interested in horses, and I enjoy them a lot. And we've got 4 of them, and I spend quite a bit of time with them. And I don't know, just humming along. Nothing really great happening either way, just sort of.
Jason, tell how old you are.
Oh, I'm 9-year-old. And a lot of people think that I don't act that way.
Can you name some? Can you name some who think that? Can you name some who think that, Jason?
Oh, I can't name all of them.
Name two?
Mom and Dad.
That's a good story.
I go to Cedar Canyon School and I'm going to be in 4th grade. Same thing, but I'm only going to be in 1st.
What are you doing this summer?
Watching TV.
What are you going to do Monday, Jason?
Go to the fair.
And?
Show my horse.
Right. Brian.
Swimming?
Yes.
Racing?
On what?
Swimming.
Yeah.
Swim.
That was last year.
Play any baseball?
Yeah. I lost every game but 2.
How about you, Josh? How old are you, Josh?
100.
Is that all?
But I'm only a midget.
How old are you really?
When you're old.
I might believe that.
And what grade will you be in?
School.
And what school will you go to school?
I was in 1st grade.
His favorite expression is "Yule high." Yule alive.
I love it.
Say it. I want to hear it.
I hate it.
How many teeth have you lost? Joshua, how many teeth have you lost? None?
Mommy, look. Well, look at me.
Another tree. Well, we just moved to Canada, eh?
I love it, but I hate it.
Been there about a month, eh? So they have lots of fleas there, right?
Thank you.
Joshua.
We're mostly just in the process of changing from one place to another.
Diapers.
The last time we saw you, you only had one child.
Well,
One and a half.
now there's 4.
Thank you.
Bit more work, eh? So when these 2 little ones maybe get a little older and we get all settled and everything's got a little bit more of a routine to it, then we'll make nice computer pictures, right? And enjoy the beautiful countryside. Nova Scotia by the sea. Canada's ocean playground.
See a grass going
Oh, is it me?
Yep.
See a grass going tapping.
Well, past year, I've been moving suitcases, couches, TVs, and babies from one place to another. Basically, life consists of kids. It's very overwhelming. I remember when Heather was born, I asked Mary Louise, I wonder what people do when they have twins, if it's possible.
And then the answer came.
I do not know what they do.
Be careful what you ask.
But hopefully it's possible. So basically, both of us, I think, are very cloudy and unclear for the last 2 years. Because because we've been interrupted so much, therefore there's no train of thought.
Which, in some sense, is very clear. Actually, so much chaos shows that there's clear. You know, that like the fog is always filled with clear water. You know. Anyway, it's interesting like that. So we have Heather. Tell them how old you are. Are you 3? Heather's 7. This is the age of silliness, where girls become goofy.
I'm sure glad boys.
They stay like that. They stay like that all their life after.
In my case,
Brian's gonna talk.
there.
There's more grass. There's
Brian,
more grass,
look at the
but it's
camera.
on your head.
No,
Tell him what's it like to be
Yeah.
the only boy in a
Yeah.
family of four.
He's going to
Put
write a
this
book
on
when
your
he grows
head,
up
Grandma.
on relating to women.
The anguish.
The anguish of that.
Put this on your head. Okay, then I'll put on your head for you. Do you want to put on?
Tell him something.
Brian's going
How
to
old are
5,
you?
right? Yeah, Brian will be 5 in September.
You want to? Why not?
You better put that grass on your head or else I'll put this grass on your head. We don't need that. But I think count up 3 if you don't.
Supposed to be looking.
If you don't put
This
that
is Megan.
grass
She needs
on
her
your head.
diapers changed.
When you count to 3, I'll put this on your head. 1, 2.
Show him how you can jump.
Oh, God.
At the age of Megan and Caitlin, yes. There were 2. There were 2 in May.
If you don't put
Double
this
terrible
on your head,
kids.
break down the 3. This on your head. Okay, if you put that on my head one more time, I'll put some of this on your head. Alright. You better put this on your head or else you'll get this on your head. It's even worse. And keep it on your old stuff.
Okay, have we got everybody except for Margaret and Fred?
And now,
And Mother Katerina, it should be arriving. Okay.
you better put this on your head because it's not so worse, but this one's worse by the count. 1, 2.
Actually, we're gathered for the 55th wedding anniversary.
This 2. This 2.
Forgotten that.
One,
27.
2. And see, this is on 2 now.
me?
Oh.
Yeah, you're both on, so either one can start.
Well, when I'll start. I'm not very allowed to start very often, but I'll.
There you go. They're starting it up now.
I'll start this time. When I look around here, see all this gang, I think about some outfit from out east that write about that say that you can make a change in the world. And I wonder if we made a change in the world. I think we have. I don't know whether it's for the good or the bad. But
It's made a dent.
it's definitely a change.
Increase the population.
When I think back to the 1920s when I came out to this country, and then about 1932 when I met a sweet girl that worked for the cheese company, I never in your imagination would you ever think that anything like this could happen to you. 55 years later, you could be looking at a gang of people like this. But, we're really pretty proud of. Don't know whether that's right or not, but we're still proud of them. And we hope that they follow in our footsteps in a lot of ways. We have probably always had a feeling for poor people, hungry people, and so forth. Hope that our children and grandchildren and so forth do some following along those lines. And as I get older now, I'm thinking about retiring, and I was thinking about Rich and Phyllis saying that they were writing a book, which made me think that I'd like to finish my book. Oh, I'm not writing one, I'm just reading one.
Retire so you can finish
So I can finish reading it. But I have a deal somewhere that says getting old is a privilege not afforded to many. And I'm pretty proud and thankful to the Creator. I think about something that my doctor told me. A 3 years ago, I went in and had a physical. He looked at me and he said, Fred, he said, you go home. Every morning you get on your knees and thank your Creator for the shape you're in, that you're still here, that you can see, you got teeth, you got a little hair yet. And for your age, you're just doing all right. You might even make 100.
don't know whether it's good or bad.
You,
So,
Let's hear it.
do you know if I have that?
Go for it.
Cheese from the grill.
Just so happy that everybody could come this time. It's so great to see all of you. It is a privilege and something we're very grateful for. And we want to remember the ones that weren't able to make it. We're looking forward to having them come and see us again. And I hope that they'll feel just as much a part of us as you all do. We just love you all. Just love you all. Hang loose.
You know what to do.
I thought I went to Omaha.
There she comes.
Oh no, I didn't know I'd ever make Miss America. Holy cow. Hi, darling.
I like your outfit.
Thank you. Another photographer of the mustaches. Lovely.
Mother Ham.
Oh! Brother Giuseppe.
Do you have jet lag or what?
No, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Oh, you're an old woman. I can't believe it, you old woman.
30, oh my
How
God.
dare you?
hello, daughter.
Boy, you look great. Would you go through that once more with me again?
I'm recorder.
Who are you? Your sister. I know, who are you? I'm not sure you're again, right? Yeah, right. Nice to meet you. It's been a long time, I know. This is my husband. Hello. Good.
For years now, we get to see
I know, I've heard about you for years. I haven't got her for years. That's right. Hello. Great, how are you? Well, so boy, you got the sun. Ooh. Ah, there he is. The teacher. The teacher. We need Christopher also for this camera.
Oh yeah.
Put on your sunglasses. Sit in this chair. You don't need sunglasses.
No, I want him to see his glasses.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. He was funny. He gets talking about it. Did you know him?
Hi there.
Oh,
I'm Chris.
See, I was just in.
This is my
So I
aunt.
could see that. Oh, that's
Okay.
right.
Am I supposed to?
Hello. My
No,
name
you
is Mother Katerina. This is my
Hi.
nephew.
Wonderful. And the other people
5,
we've invited tonight
4,
are.
3, 2, 1.
Cheers.
Okay, start.
Okay, good evening. It's 8 o'clock. The
It
Pope
is?
has just sent a special envoy here.
Oh,
She's
Lord.
seated right next to me, and we'll speak of current affairs here. What brings you here to Gering, Nebraska?
You did. Morning.
I'm still not awake.
Well,
Well, okay.
listen, you're the host. You know,
I've
you
never
gotta keep
seen him
talking.
speechless before in my life.
Thanks, Dad. Well, Dad told me to have a low profile here, so I'm trying to work on that.
I know. I'm trying to get it up. The profile
Low
will
key,
come up a
low
little bit.
key. So, anyways, it was a wonderful trip. Very nice countryside.
Beautiful countryside.
Excellent for meditating. And
So what are you doing now? What's been your focus the last year? What's your...
the effects of alcohol on college students.
Only alcohol?
Essentially, yeah, only alcohol. I don't do anything
That's good.
I mean,
No studying.
Wise man.
so I'm mostly concentrating on that. It's a vast field, and there's a lot more research to be done. And I hope to make substantial progress in that. And I'm also continuing research on that matter here. And tonight I hope that many people will help me
Continue your research.
continue my research.
I'll pour it all over your face.
Yeah.
It's all right.
So that's life. How about you? How long does this last?
We've been here for 2 hours.
And only
And you're still at it? How long is this going to go on?
Another 5 years, I think.
Another 5 years.
Huh. That's how I achieve get Bruno. Bruno, last time he took pictures, he absolutely wanted. I got a picture of myself taken next to Lenin in the Madame Tussauds Museum, but the picture didn't come out. I was really bummed out.
That's because you're meant to go beyond Lenin. It's kind of scary, though.
Yeah, they wouldn't put Trotsky there.
Oh, that's true. You are a Trotsky.
Oh yeah. Lev Trotsky. The unfortunate ice pick that killed the poor man.
Mother Katerina.
Terrible.
I didn't know that was an ice pick.
Yeah, I went 7.5 inches from the skull.
That's right.
Think about it.
Not too long, though.
Scratched her car, or when she scratched
Bothered
it,
her more,
made
maybe.
larger
They're in
things.
agony.
Well, you weren't there for a lot.
Well,
Even when you were there, you were off. Even when you were there, you were off trying to get move stuff.
Referee.
What is it that you're talking about?
Same with mosquitoes.
Oh,
Yeah, there's one mosquito.
Please,
The
please,
Nova Scotian
please
sleeve.
get brunettes more and mosquitoes more than blondes. Bears
Hmm.
Your wife's still test that.
Oh.
Well, it's true with mosquitoes.
Just see, like, see her legs there, and these are not so bad. He didn't get so bad either.
Right.
Just tethered.
Right. I seems to bear out.
He had one in his car, he had one on his one on one.
Some people are really bad.
I don't know. I heard that they say that it has a so-so word problem.
It still used to be that way, mosquitoes bite around the face around.
So,
That's right. I know.
Time she got up in the morning, she was scared to death. She couldn't see her eyes were swollen shut from mosquito bites. She's
So, Tim, I still think you gotta get Rob to help you make great practicals. You can develop a new
Not practical. Animation software. We discussed it.
Oh, yeah?
He's going to get me all the equations.
Yeah, after
But
the
don't
rest of the
seem to
family
make
has
Matrices.
spread all the different directions, they're all
practice
coming
to
back home.
hardly anybody uses words.
Kind of congregated. I said,
Oh, I said, Rob.
no, I was really nervous.
I
I was in Fort Collins, it's such a
When I
treat.
found that out,
And the streets are so nice and wide. And I thought Fort Collins is
because
such
I
a
only,
treat. Yeah, we've
before
been
that, I
over
only
there,
liked the
you know,
mountain
all
one.
kinds of weather.
Now that I know that,
And
now I'm
it's
very
just
interested.
the evergreens all over.
Well, it's more interesting because the way they work is infinity is one attractor.
We sat in a cafe
and
one time, and my geese just
there's
flew.
these two
Well, they are.
attractors
They
that
stay
are-
there, what, pretty much
All winter.
through the winter.
And then we stayed at the Marriott, and we were
So
having
it's
a
not
traffic
actually
problem
something
because
that's
of the geese crossing back and forth.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
an existent thing, but it's something going towards something.
A geese, though. What do you call geese?
Where Martin lives, one of the last fall. We just sit
In what?
in front of there
And like,
every day.
She said, Margie said, "You have to walk the block where you stand." They're in trouble. Where's Margie? Where's Margie?
Getting fruit.
I forget.
Fixing fruit for breakfast tomorrow.
style, but
See, Mom, when
what
I
was
was
good?
Fred said they're going to have breakfast tomorrow. Going to coffee and roast on at the church tomorrow.
We might be getting
Oh,
close
sure.
on one.
I don't know what it is.
probably did that fast.
Stella?
Style, okay. Yeah.
All I know is honey, mine a gummy shirt.
Well, that's a tough fish to reel in, though.
Where did that come from? What was that like? Speak to me enough.
There's something about her that really reminds me of Margaret. Too.
Really?
Oh.
I just take some of this, you know, I put it on the lens.
How's our favorite photogenic bovee? Well, this is great, Joe. Right? See, 5 years from now, we'll...
Yeah, 5 years later, Joel.
That's my brother.
That's great.
I would sort of enjoy seeing that. Yeah, how about profile?
Happy birthday to you.
There's also a wedding anniversary for Howard and Margaret. Oh, 32 you.
30 years. Happy birthday. Happy anniversary to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh, it's my birthday too. Happy birthday to you.
Well, for everybody. Especially for Mom and Dad, but it's also for everybody. Why not? What'd you do with it? What did I do with what? Music. Okay. Translation. Today the Lord has made, let us be glad and rejoice. This is for everybody. Including you, whoever said that.
You have to do it silently, and it has to be the same wish, otherwise it doesn't come through.
You might be here a while.
We'll pick it up in our next meeting. Okay, you
Ready? Ready, set, go.
Gorgeous.
Special commentary by Birdmen. Here we have the cantaloupe and grapes and pineapple, and here we have some lovely danishes and more fruit. Delicious to the eye as well as to the taste. I'm really glad you could bring the camera along. This is a special event in our stay here, I think. And why don't we just watch the food for a little while?
All right.
We're talking about the foundation, which was started right after the last 50th anniversary get-together. Catholic Relief Services in the 4 years received $9,000. Catholic Medical Mission $7,000. Casa Francisca, that's the deal that Margaret and I are quite very familiar with the work at Guaymas, Mexico. We have an orphanage. Well, they have about everything. They have a pharmacy for the poor. They have doctors come in every day and spend an hour taking care of the poor. They feed the poor. They have a soup kitchen. They have 4 or 5 mission churches around there, and are really working hard in Old Mexico. Lutheran Relief, $9,250. Our secretary is